Indiana Fever and the Dallas Wings. Gainbridge Field at our starting lineups. Kelsey Mitchell, first team all 26 WNBA season on ABC. ABC is underway.
Right away, you see Dallas in man-to-man. Paige Becker's on Caitlin Clark. Keep an eye on that one.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Jittering, taking along two and burying it. Mitchell third, averaging more than 20 points per game. Here is Jess Shepard, one of the other acquisitions from the Lynx. Now a member of the Wings front court. Good trap here. Shot clock down to 3. Wnbalivetoday can't hit. Shepard the offensive rebound. Another chance for Dallas. Beckers connects on the 3.
Dallas is in the league, able to get a great look as a result there.
Clark high dribble, lost it. Shepard off the steal. Shepard gives it right back, and now here comes Indiana. Clark dishes, Boston extra feed. Cunningham couldn't quite set herself up, and now Indiana resets with Clark. Here is Clark looking to shake Smith on the switch. Clark, step back, won't go.
So to clear out and let Caitlin Clark go to work in that mismatch.
Smith can't hit the 3. Indiana and Dallas.
Both of these teams want to play fast.
The entry pass from Clark was a good one, and Smith gets called for the foul. As she was contesting with Aaliyah Boston. Alana Smith wearing that.
Players who wear masks, if they do well in them, they then become a little bit superstitious and wear them.
Clark lays it in. Caitlin Clark's first points.
Clark getting the ball on the move and able to use her quickness to her strong right side.
Wnbalivetoday can't wedge it in there. It slapped out of bounds, and it last hit Indiana.
Score.
One of the things Steph White was emphasizing to her team was just going after the basketball on the glass defensively. Felt like they struggled with that in the preseason, and they've struggled with it. Takes advantage. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Clark, as she's called for the personal separating there. Second turnover of this.
A point of education this season, and we've seen it throughout the course of the preseason. The officials calling the games much more closely when it involves contact.
Caitlin Clark shot 13 free throws the other day in a preseason game. Shepard turns and lays it in. Nice move there from Jessica Shepard as Clark drops a dime in the lap of Hines Allen.
Bigs, you know, if you sprint the floor and have a step on your defender and Caitlin Clark is out there, she will deliver it to you.
Foul number 2, Hines Allen.
I was talking with Caitlin at length yesterday, and she put in so much time in the offseason to getting herself. Said that is the foundation of her confidence as a player. As Sims buries the 3, and she said she feels like she has that speed of her first step again, and because of it, has her total confidence again. As Mitchell reverses it in on a dance to...
And beautifully there to get by Sims and then finish on the other side of the rim.
A dynamic scorer and helped lead Indiana to Game 5 of the semifinals against Vegas, even with all the injuries the Fever were dealing with. As that's going to be an offensive foul called on Smith, her second. So 2 early personals on Alana. Jose Fernandez will go to the bench, send in Maddie Siegrist.
Dallas does have a lot of depth, both that they're going in 2-man action with Paige Beckers and Odyssey Sims, her ability to pick and pop and slip screens as well.
Clark using that speed gets fouled on the drive, and Caitlin Clark will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 20, Maddie Siegrist.
Siegrist picks up the training techniques are the stuff of legend. He uses those different colored, like you simulate making in-game decisions. And Caitlin was talking about that with us yesterday. She has already seen the difference that makes just in her processing on the floor. And
processing quickly is not something we ever thought Caitlin had any issues with, but if she's gotten even better, watch out.
Here's Beckers giving it up. Sims will try again and hit. Odyssey Sims, who was essential to Indiana after joining them late last.
Navigated that defense beautifully and then delivered it to Sims right when she was open.
13-10 Dallas. Mitchell off a gorgeous feed from Aaliyah Boston. Here is Sims forcing that one up. Missed it. Cunningham. Clark eyes up, finds Boston. Boston bodying baseline, turning, couldn't finish. A career season a year ago. Second team all WNBA. Here is Segrist, her three, won't go, and Hines Allen the board. Clark with pace, through the legs, into the lane, probing, dishing. Mitchell will fire, no. Hines Allen on the offensive glass, puts it up and in. Position finding her spots early for Indiana. Here is Agumbawale. Off to Segrist, a little jumper is good. Maddie Segrist, who has just improved. Here's Clark, good handle, step back three, short. Rebound picked up by Sims. Here's Agumbawale. She will fire, can't knock it down. Boston flag, Mitchell. Mitchell shovels it home off the window.
You see a little bit of fatigue setting in. Push and transition off of every miss.
Mitchell with 8. She's 4 of 5 from the floor. Becker's mid-range. You know that's cash.
Players are just lined up at the scorer's table waiting to check the floor, let your teammates catch their breath.
Becker's last year, 3rd most mid-range makes ever by a rookie. Hines Allen can't finish the banker. Shep. Good pace early in this game. Dallas the 1-point advantage. Shepard on the keep, gets fouled by Hines Allen, and these players will enjoy this break. A whistle on the floor will step.
She said some of that will depend on how defenses are guarding her. Eyes are on Caitlin Clark to make sure she can be the best, healthy, and efficient version of herself for this season.
Now, as Shepard goes 1 for 2, as is Raven Johnson for Indiana, both players making their WNBA debuts. Fudd, the #1 overall pick. Raven Johnson selected by Indiana with the 10th pick of this year's draft. Fudd knocks it away back door. Here's Isaiah James in her 2nd year. Segrist in the corner, rims out. Good job by Tim. Here is Johnson, who had a really impressive preseason. Johnson backing away, looking in. Finds Timpson in the dunker. Timpson can't finish it. Shepard a factor defensively. Here's Isaiah James, finds Shepard all alone for the lay.
Fresh bodies on the floor, and already we're seeing the pay game.
Here's Mitchell. Jittering behind Duntis. Mitchell plops it in off the window.